Hi there, welcome to another episode of Soul Worthy Love, where we explore that love is safe, and if it's not safe, it's not love. We have a mini series right now, and this one is for couples. Even if you're single, there's benefits in listening to this because you can look forward to what is going to happen when you're in a relationship. So, why love feels hard, even when you're with the right person. So, in episode number 2, we have the title is Why Good Intentions Still Lead to Misunderstanding. You want to love each other better, so why does it feel like you're speaking a different language? So again, we have our beautiful Andrea Horta, who's there to bring her wisdom into these discussions. And so what do you think, Andrea?
About this topic, I think misunderstandings happen a lot in couples, and you could have good intentions, but I think it's also part of the issue, I believe, is that people don't open up about what they truly feel, and there's a lot of appeasing the other partner. I've seen that a lot in couples. Well, I just don't want to make her upset, or I don't want to make her pissed off, or whatever. So they'll just do things because they think it's the right thing, but not really what's in congruency with their heart. And that leads for sure to misunderstandings.
Yeah, even though they're coming from a good place, thinking, if I don't say anything, it's going to be better. Yeah. But actually makes it worse.
Or if they say it differently, why they just come say it, clearly.
Yeah, that's why to be happy in a relationship, you need to be able to be in integrity with yourself.
Yeah.
And you need to take a chance of oh my goodness, if I speak this challenging thing, they're not going to abandon me.
Or if I speak my truth.
Yeah. If I speak my truth that happens to be challenging at that moment, they're going to stay with me. We're actually going to grow in love. So it's every time, and that's why for me, a consciously loving relationship is a spiritual evolutionary tool. I'll say that again. Yeah. A consciously loving relationship is a spiritual evolutionary tool, meaning that the only way you'll be truly happy in your relationship is if you know you're worthy of love, and you know that I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to show myself vulnerable, who I am, to my partner, and I'm going to see how my partner receives me. And that's healing. Mm-hmm. When you share yourself and your partner receives you, it's one of the most beautiful things. My husband is great for that. I show myself and he receives me. It's such a beautiful healing moment when you're able to do that. So, and when your partner makes themselves vulnerable and you receive them, it feels so amazing. Also, it's if you're in a relationship already, hopefully your partner allows you to do this. But if you're listening to this and you're just dating, check that. If you make yourself vulnerable, are you received? And if instead the person that's there uses it to hurt you, get out.
Yes.
Do not stay with
that's
someone.
Toxic.
Yeah, that's not, that person is not loving. They're challenging you. They're not, it doesn't work so well. Mm-mm. The other thing, there's a great book. Many people have read this book, The 5 Languages of Love. So, what's his name? Chapman? I can't remember his first name. But it's actually a very important book, I believe, to read. And there are 5 languages of love. Number 1 is words of appreciation, acts of services, physical touch, quality time, and gifts. So sometimes you may want to do an act of service, but the person actually wants quality time with you. So you're busy doing something that you think is going to be good for your partner, but your partner whose love language is quality time feels So we have to be conscious enough to look at our partner and understand what makes them feel loved. But we can also communicate. Communication is so important. And right now, my love, I'm doing this because I love you. I don't want you to feel abandoned. I still need to do this. I'll have quality time with you afterwards, but I'm really doing my best. That's why it's so very important to communicate well. Like, I had this guy I was dating. You'll get to know another thing about me. I love hazelnut chocolate. If you're gonna give me chocolate, give me hazelnut chocolate. Well, he liked dark chocolate. I know it's healthier for you, but I don't care. What I love is the taste of hazelnut. So when you wanted to give me chocolate, which one do you think he was giving me?
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. So was he giving me a gift of love, or was he giving himself a gift of love? That's why it's important to understand, like, what is it? What's my, partner's language of love? And from my experience, and that's my experience, I find that often the two most common love language for women is quality time and acts of services. And for men, words of appreciation and physical touch. And gifts, it goes between the two. So imagine you're a man that likes to be touched. And physical touch makes you feel love. And if you're not touched, you feel like your partner doesn't love you. And now the man is not spending quality time with the woman.
Yeah.
Now she's mad at him. And now, instead of words of appreciation, she starts telling him what she doesn't like.
Oh my God, picking.
Now she's picking, and now he's not going to want to spend quality time or do things for her. So now we're at a standstill.
Oh my God.
And it's such a common thing that happens in relationships just because we're not aware of the love language of, and one love language is not better than the other or worse than the other. So it's important to understand, like, if you're in a relationship, it's cool when you have same, you understand, or it's pretty much like with my husband, that's what's so easy. Like, we have very similar, we don't need things because we're so in sync. But if you have different love language, you need to understand that. Like, one of my friends, she said, my husband needs words of appreciation. She says, I couldn't care less. Like, I'm inner driven. I do what I do. I don't need to be told, oh, you're amazing. But my husband needs it. So there's a part of me that used to think that's stupid until she understood it's like, my husband has like a love tank. And if I give him lots of words of appreciation, now I can fill up his love tank. Now he has more love to give to me in quality time and acts of services.
Smart.
That's a smart cookie. So remember, it's like love is not only about receiving. Like the baby part of us, when we are, immature in a relationship, who's your first intimate relationship? It's usually mom. So what happens when you're a baby and you're sad and you're crying and upset, you're scared? What do? You put your arms on and go, oh, come and pick me up, come and get me. So come and save me. So how often does a kid think, what does my mom need? Never. And it shouldn't, because you're a kid. But we stay stuck in there. So in a relationship, you're looking to your partner, come and save me, come and take care of me, like make me better. But if you don't think about what is it that my partner needs, then you never learn to love. That's why a lot of people would say like the best thing that ever happened to them was having kids. Because what does a kid do? It forces you to learn to think about somebody in a different way. Like, what would they need? What would they love? What would they enjoy? And that makes you feel really good. When you're a giving kind of person, a loving kind of person, it makes you feel great. So when you're in a consciously loving relationship, look at your partner and what it is that they love and give them what they love. Not what you want, but what they want. And then they see, oh, wow, I know my spouse doesn't really like this and she or he's doing this for me. wow, I appreciate them more. Now they're more likely to do something for us. What do you think?
Oh, I think that's great. You summed it up nicely.
All right. So again, if you're watching this and you're going, I'm not sure I want to dig into this and know whether or not, my relationship is the right one. If you actually take the time to do the inner work, I would bet 80% of the time you're just going to be happier by learning how to truly love another person. We have the Soul Really Love online program where you can do it at your own pace and come and join us on monthly group calls, or you can also work with one of our coaches or with me. And we would love to help you experience what true love is all about. So that's it from now. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like it, and share it with other people who are in need of a little bit of understanding. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.